Rapha, but
yes.
he's readying up now, so...
And the pain ends and the quake begins. Okay.
3, 2,
here we are.
1.
Yeah, Soup pretty much has a monopoly on bad jokes, with just a single one, which was good enough or bad enough to crown him. But here we have ZeRo4 and Rapha on Hectic, of course. This is going to be quite interesting. It's a very fast-paced map. ZeRo4 is down to whether he's going to be hitting these rails. I mean, we had Rapha on for a interview, and he said the thing about ZeRo4 is that his game is very much based around these rails he has to hit, which typically people don't go for because the placement kind of risky, but he does hit them, and that kind of changes it always. So here you go, Rapha does get the first frag. They're onto ZeRo4, but it's early days yet on Hectic as the two Americans run around. And ZeRo4 is going to get trapped at the Mega. This is such a hard spot to get out of. And Rapha not actually able to land any damage there. ZeRo4 will escape. And it's kind of dangerous for Rapha because he's railable at the moment. 73 points of health. And he wants to pick up this red armor. He does get it in time. So that danger zone, that run towards it, he didn't get punished for it. And Rapha gets another frag. And that was quite clean as well. That's not good for ZeRo4. Another clean frag. This is pretty poor for ZeRo4 this start.
So far, not so good for him, but he's managed to slow things down now. Rapha's still hunting him. He escapes away to the yellow, but Rapha's going to get the Mega meanwhile, and of course the red. Or, no, he's going to chase ZeRo4, then pick up the red.
Exactly. 180, 180. Again, a responsible opponent should not allow this to happen to you.
No.
Should not allow to get to such incredible heights in stacks.
No, indeed not. But a nice rail there from ZeRo4. That's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to harass Rapha from a distance, chip away at that stack. And ZeRo4 is very, very low, but he has done a really good job of taking away Rapha's health and armor, leaving him only on 54 and just a yellow. Well, 100 now, because he got the health.
And there's the mega pickup from Rapha as he manages to get position again on red, but it's not for a while. It could be some hunting time for him. But oh, hello, ZeRo4 from behind. He attacks onto Rapha, and Rapha has to make sure that he doesn't take more damage, and that's exactly what happens. ZeRo4 just really gets the complete better of Rapha there. And Rapha again, crazy rockets, just a complete switch around of the situation from some stunning ambush into stunning rockets from ZeRo4.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And now he has to try to escape this spot. He picks up the Mega, but Rapha wants to deal damage. He knows he has to deal damage.
Oh, Rapha hit the rail, but he's super low. ZeRo4 knows it.
ZeRo4 with the long range angle. Oh, just is about to like give up raiding there. And then out pops the opponent and boom, rail onto Rapha. And ZeRo4 another impressive. And again, you're tied for the league, the announcer says. And I know, right? I'm tired. Okay, whatever. How dare you laugh at me? I can't believe this. I have to work with this. I can't believe it. I can't believe you've done this.
Things are a lot of fun here
at
the Twitch TV studios, and you're seeing a phenomenal game of ZeRo4 versus Rapha. He took the lead. I mean, the time I spent giggling with you, jeez, I should have been watching ZeRo4. But
it was worth it because my commentary was very lazy. I just repeated something the in-game commentator said, so not very inspired, I agree. And ZeRo4, though, he does have the positioning here. But now, for a change, we have ZeRo4 taking rails from Rapha. And getting that red armor was a very painful process for ZeRo4, who is now trapped at Mega. He picks up all the items, but again, the positional thing is the problem. And he does manage to escape with 150 and the green armor and a couple of shards. But Rapha is still in good position and he's ready and waiting.
Yep.
The red is spawning. ZeRo4 knows it.
It's really good. He did a lot of damage on Rapha. Rapha's low. He's waiting on that 50 because he knows Rapha wants it.
And Rapha is going to retreat to the yellow. And it is a wise move, but ZeRo4 is prepared for it, but now he's actually kind of trapped at the Mega. And again, he finds himself trapped there, and just through the teleporter in time, the nick of time. Oh my god! How many times do we see that spawn, where it's like spawn rocket, pick up the rocket, and then fire a rocket, and then they die? We've seen that a lot of times today on Hectic.
Yeah, and that actually ended up, so ZeRo4 died, but then he got the red.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where dying isn't so bad, which is can be a very confusing and risky part of the decision-making process.
Yeah. And if you want to see a perfect or almost perfect example, definitely check out Tox's game from earlier today on Lost World.
Oh, good God.
Or no, was it Lost World?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it was Lost World. When it went 5-4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really nice series. And ZeRo4 now, he manages to catch Rapha just about, 2 frags separating the two now. So it yet has there to be really a significant lead claimed by one of the players. And ZeRo4, he's in a position to start making headway on the scoreboard. But Rapha's being very avoidant, which of course is exactly what he should be doing. And a beautiful drive by rail there from Rapha to try and hinder the process of ZeRo4. And ZeRo4 still trying to get that one frag, but Rapha's so annoying.
Yeah, Rapha is playing really nicely with those rails defensively. But ZeRo4 is getting those kills. Rapha wants to minimize that, but he goes right into ZeRo4's awaiting rocket.
Exactly.
And that was a very predictable move by Rapha, though, for heading towards that area. So.
And catching Rapha again on the red armor positioning. And okay, Rapha's going to try the ZeRo4 there, pick up the rocket and go for the attack just before the red armor spawns. Of course, it can be a very strong move because of the nature of the rockets, the splash damage being, and the fact that the architecture is very easy in some situations to push your opponent off of that platform, and then you can just jump onto the red. So there's definitely a lot of pros for doing that move, and it's why you see a lot of players going for it. And there's 2 rails in a row, long distance onto ZeRo4 for Rapha, and Rapha, despite being out of control, is being very conscientious about these angles and really connecting a lot. And ZeRo4, even though he's got a 6 frag lead, he's really been struggling with all that rail damage from Rapha. And 3 minutes remaining, and Rapha definitely needs to capitalize on the situation that ZeRo4's really low now. He's pushed himself towards the mega spot, and Rapha has to deal damage here. He does do a good bit of rocket damage to ZeRo4. And there is a rail as well, set himself up for the frag to then get onto the red armor. Come through, frag, red armor pickup. This should be some great momentum for Rapha now as he tries to make sure that he is going to win this hectic match. He's going to go for the drop. Not going to catch away with ZeRo4 just yet.
And of course, if you missed it, this is actually ZeRo4's last opportunity to stay in this tournament. Or no, this is the first one. Oh, I'm losing track. But obviously we are in the best of 3. And ZeRo4 is looking really good too.
Oh!
Never mind whatever I just said. Yeah.
So there you go, both players without a stack, only the yellow up. Items not really spawning anytime soon. This could get really messy right here for both of the players. And ZeRo4, 32 health remaining, gets to 50. And we have a red spawning in 5 seconds. ZeRo4 wants to get position on it, but Rapha's there already has position, but he's forced to defend with the rail. He hits 1, leaving ZeRo4 on 2 points of health. And ZeRo4, instead of picking up that red, because he has a 2 HP, he has to go for Mega. And now he's in a really horrible spot because he's only got 100 health. And off the spawn, Rapha gets 100, and then the red, 100, 100. The rail to save ZeRo4. Yeah. And he gets away.
That was clutch. He needed to hit that, and he did. So he's able to push Rapha back a little bit.
And ZeRo4 relegated to the back areas of the map. It's not a comfortable position to be in, but he's probably done enough. He just has to hold tight with his 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock, and it really is his clock right now. It's playing for him because he has that 7 frag lead. So Rapha, if he can, he has to make 7 frags in a minute now, and he's gonna get a frag here, most definitely. There it is, finally.
Really nice from Rapha there. He saw immediately as soon as he took the lower tally that he was going to go to Mega, and great prediction rockets.
Exactly, and Rapha here, he's got no time. No time at all. So ZeRo4, I think he's done it. And having said that, he's won the first map against Rapha. It's still a long road for him. He's got to win 1 more map to make himself, or push himself to the grand final spot. But he has proven in many semifinals previous to this that he has what it takes to defeat Rapha. So Rapha, who's definitely been focusing a bit more on Quake now, because he really wants to do well.
Rather than Shootmania.
Exactly.
4 frags, 10 seconds. It's not going to happen for Rapha, but perhaps in terms of going into this next matchup, it's in his best interest to just get as many frags on the board as possible.
Exactly. So there you go. That is map number 1. 14-10 is the scoreline on a Hectic between ZeRo4 and Rapha for the 7th Sunday Cup for North America. And ZeRo4 going in strong to this semi-final. Really wants to face the Hang in that grand final. And ZeRo4 such a name, of course, a mentor of Rapha as well.
Yeah, indeed. So right now we actually see the student losing out. But who knows what's going to happen on this map, because I assume this is going to be Rapha's choice now of Lost World. I guess we talked about it that, you know, Hectic takes ZeRo4's style and so on.
Exactly, yeah.
We could be wrong, but no, I don't think so.
It's definitely interesting because, I think Rapha's actually theoretically a better Hectic player as well. But then it's Rapha, so he's the world champion.
Rapha
so it's hard to say really, but
he's solid on almost all maps.
But this is a map that really plays to him. And actually ZeRo4 beat him on this before.
Really?
I think last time, yeah. Last time they played this in the tournament, I think ZeRo4 actually won.
Rapha is out for blood.
Yeah, Rapha with a lot to prove. And well, I mean, how much can a world champion have to prove? But he needs to keep stuff going. He needs to keep his namesake out there.
Indeed, he does.
And there is the red armor gets swept away by the ZeRo4. There we go. Get it eventually by ZeRo4, and he's going to be able to fall back now onto this yellow and LG. He didn't get as much damage as he wanted to onto the ZeRo4. He's saying to hang now. I'm so used to that final, man. And he's going to take some nasty damage. Great prediction from ZeRo4 with the rockets. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
That's the damage you need.
He took nothing, and he did so much.
And he knows exactly where Mega is as well. ZeRo4 does take it, but the cost is quite huge. I'd love to see the rocket jumps. Here it is from Rapha, but he might be a little bit too slow. He tries. Oh, there it is. I was going to say I was worried he'd be too slow, but he realized that, and he used the rocket jump again to get himself there, because he knew that ZeRo4 would be running to that LG and that yellow there, and he wanted desperately to cut him off because he knew his snack advantage was huge, and he made it in time. So there was the frag, and now he'll take the next red. Rapha, someone, of course, again, I cannot stress enough that he is a world champion in Quake Live. He is so good, and he is so well developed at the thinking side of the game and the fundamentals, and his, if anything falters, it's going to be his execution, but even that is rare. So he's rarely going to make many mistakes on stuff like timing, for example, which we've seen quite a few times here today. And he won't make really many mistakes when you come to cycling the items as well.
No, surely not. I mean, those are your bread and butter, basically, of Quake dueling knowledge.
Exactly. And right here, Rapha's going to have to defend against ZeRo4. He's trying to peek in and get some extra damage output. Rapha going to go for the engagement. ZeRo4 gets caught and really nowhere to go. Really nowhere to go there, and it's a quick 3-0 so far in the first 2 minutes. ZeRo4 going to find himself some shards, but wait, no, he finds himself a lightning gun in the back from Rapha, who just executes him there like he was just lined up on firing range. ZeRo4 just goes down with no effort at all.
Yeah, but he has done some damage on Rapha, but he manages to get the red and pick up some health, so that did not end up very fruitful for ZeRo4 in the end. He's going to have to retreat. Rapha's going to chase. I'm not sure if he's going to try to finish it. He does.
And there you go. ZeRo4 has plenty of time left in this match to try and make something of himself. Try to make a man of himself on Lost World. And he has to get through Rapha.
Yeah, because he was all man on Hectic.
Exactly, yeah. I think that was pretty clear. And 7 minutes remaining, and that's really a lot of time. And ZeRo4 has basically committed to slowing it down. Oh, this could be huge. He has no rocket launcher. It has to be shotgun. It has to be perfect. Rapha, you can see Rapha making sure that he maintains a certain distance away from the shotgun to minimize the damage he takes. And ZeRo4 not having rockets there, oh man, that's the problem.
Yeah. That's the difficulty with this map. I mean, the weapons are really spread out.
Great damage there from ZeRo4, and he does win the Mega. And yeah, I mean, it's really a huge consideration, like you were saying before. These players put so much in their mind, and what weapons their opponent has is one of them, and that really changes their options.
Yeah.
And it also changes your options, because you're like, they want that, so they can have more options, so I can try to actively deny it, and so on and so forth. So there you go.
Exactly.
Great example of that. 5-0 for Rapha, and he's trying to get down. And you can see this is what I was talking about
into
before.
the lava.
ZeRo4 has way less stack, but he can really safely do this harassment. Always can drop for the red, and because he can always back away, but Rapha can't easily do it.
Really nice from ZeRo4 to push in on Rapha quickly at the Mega. He did a lot of damage. He didn't get the kill, but there's only one yellow up, and if we look at ZeRo4, he's going to it. So now we're going to see ZeRo4, maybe he can do something if Rapha doesn't get away from him.
ZeRo4 takes the red, and that red is going to really allow him to start doing stuff like that. If you start getting overwhelming advantage on resources, you can start playing with your opponent by buying, positioning the stack, which is what rocket jumping is, buying, positioning the stack. Oh,
what a punishment from Rapha to ZeRo4 for doing that rocket jump up. He just pops in, LGs him a little bit from behind, and then leaves. And ZeRo4, though, not too concerned as he picks up the red. He still has major stack advantage, but Rapha's doing a great job of keeping himself hidden, and yeah, I'm just switching over to him now. He's just waiting at that jump pad.
Yeah, he's in a precarious spot because ZeRo4, he cannot challenge him at all, and he's in the stage where he doesn't even have a mega time.
Yeah.
And it's hard for him to read where ZeRo4's going to be. So he's got to be in places which he knows gives him a lot of opportunity to escape and make sure that he takes very little damage doing so. Oh, this could be bad for ZeRo4. Really bad for ZeRo4. I mean, Rapha got out on the map, and he gets some positioning. Oh, ZeRo4's going to rocket jump up. That was almost really, really brilliant. Okay, so ZeRo4 and Rapha kind of like the mutual truce there, where after that small engagement, neither of them kind of try to finish matters off, and instead they just go back to their chilling, and ZeRo4 goes back to his big items, and Rapha goes back to his yellows. But here comes ZeRo4 to try and converge onto Rapha's position. He feels responsible to pressure Rapha.
Yeah, and he really must. I mean, 5 frags down, there is only 4 minutes to go. Rapha could spend that time running. It is really hard to get frags on this map, and ZeRo4 needs to make his move as soon as possible. He's got the stack. He hears him. He just needs to convert that into a frag.
Definitely. It can always be slow like this with Lost World. It's a map where you have to be patient, and the position is so important. It opens up so many options, but it can be hard to see. And Rapha is going to pick up another yellow. He's finally done enough to actually, if he really so chooses to do so, get himself back onto the map, challenging for big items. But with 3 minutes left, it's something that you can consider at this point a risk to his lead. Because you can start saying that this 5 frag lead is something that is a game-winning thing that you can throw away now.
Yep.
So do you defend it with 3 minutes left, or do you just keep playing normally and risk losing it that way? So he can be passive, he can be defensive. He has no pressure to make hasty moves.
Yeah, exactly.
But ZeRo4 does.
Exactly, because time is completely on Rapha's side. And ZeRo4 is so stacked. He's going to try to push with the LG, but Rapha's playing the corners really nicely. He's got some great rocket damage. ZeRo4 is going to have to retreat. He goes back to his red, but time is running out. ZeRo4 needs to do something, and Rapha is just chilling.
Yeah, he's just chilling like a villain.
Yeah. Oh, ZeRo4 finally sees him. Plasma from Rapha, but he's gonna get away. And I think he might even be able to get this mega, but he probably doesn't know it's up.
Yeah. And ZeRo4 gonna get caught a little bit of damage there from Rapha. He wants ZeRo4 to rocket jump up, and he wants to catch him with LG. ZeRo4 is not gonna bite, but he wants to. As time rages on, it's gonna be that way that eventually ZeRo4 has to make that horrible play, because there's no other way. There's no other option. Yeah. And Rapha, what he wants to do is control those options, so ZeRo4's only left with terrible options.
Yeah, I mean, all Rapha is doing is essentially just rocketing him as soon as he sees him, and then just running the other way.
Exactly.
The strategy is paying off for Rapha. It's going to be really, really tough for ZeRo4 at this moment. But if Rapha wins this, of course, then it will become 1-1 in maps, and we'll get to see a third one, which I believe will be... I'm not going to make it up, I don't know.
Yep, and so yeah, it's definitely looking good for Rapha, unless ZeRo4 can do the unthinkable, do the incomprehensible, the inconceivable. Can he kill Rapha and get 4 more frags? There goes the rocket jump. Not going to make it happen. Rapha is just fading away into the map.
Yeah. As
he becomes a ghost. He throws down the smoke grenade and disappears. But actually, look, there you go. And this is the thing that I highlighted that Evil was doing before. You bank on the fact that your opponent has to chase you, and you catch them when they're jumping forwards.
Yeah.
And if you can hit those spots, it's just wastes so much time. It's so strong to do that. And ZeRo4's out of options. So it's going to be 1-1, and we'll move on to the decider. So ZeRo4 keeping it close, and Rapha giving him a lot of respect, and a very high level displayed between these two competitors.
Absolutely, I'm really looking forward to the third map. I'd like to see something. What would you like to see between these two? I'd like
Campgrounds.
Oh yeah, campgrounds.
Yeah, I think campgrounds actually. Strangely enough, I'm gonna go with that.
We haven't seen it all day, and as the most popular map from Quake ever, it's a little strange. But
what would you like?
Oh, I want to see Furious Heights.
Okay, some Furious Heights, some rain.
Yeah, I would like to see some Furious Heights between these two. I think it could be quite even and nice.
And it's going to be Arrow
Walk. All right.
Arrow Walk. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to make of it. I would probably say that my favorite going into this is ZeRo4, based on the fact that I feel like it goes to his skill sets better. But this is Rapha. I mean, I don't know.
Exactly.
Like, there you go. It's always like this with the high-level matches. You're like, well, one guy's really good.
Yeah.
But the other guy, he's also really good.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, that's kind of the point of the late stages.
Exactly. And when you've been playing for as many years as these two have, I mean, we're not psychic.
And here you go, the game's getting underway. It is the decider for this semi-final to decide who will play against the Hang in the 7th Sunday Cup for North America. Is it Rapha? Is it ZeRo4? This Arrow Walk will reveal everything to us as ZeRo4 gets railed back off of the spawn at the start of the game. Rapha is arguably in a better... Oh my goodness! A rocket straight to the back of the face. The back of the face? Back of the head. And Rapha is going to be such a favorite on the coming items. The red and the mega. It's going to be so strong for him. ZeRo4's got a lot of pressure. Oh, he rockets himself off. And that could waste key amounts of time. But thing is, ZeRo4 didn't realize that his time was wasted. So it could have been a steal for ZeRo4. But he didn't count on Rapha making that mistake. So, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So he went for the safe play. And he wasn't compelling himself to challenge for a mega. He could only die defending to the information that he had.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. And that's the point. The point I was making before definitely reiterated. You got to know what your opponent has in order to make the best decisions. And
right now, ZeRo4 is still kept at 0-0. But the thing is...
Brilliant.
The problem is inactivity, and this is a thing on this map which can be very punishing. Look at Rapha, 200-200. The thing is about this is it's better to just die, to be honest, I think, because he's been running around on 3 points of health, and that has allowed Rapha so much freedom to take everything. And is it better to just trade one frag and keep up the pressure and the damage and so on, or risk trying to survive but giving away everything, and then that happening, and then now Rapha, let's just watch what happens.
Yeah.
Because I think Rapha can just just charge at ZeRo4 basically. He's got so much stack.
Yeah.
But let's see how good at evasion ZeRo4 is, because he wouldn't take this option if he didn't think it was optimal. I'm sure of it. So.
All right. Well then, we'll see how it pays off for him. So far, Rapha has turned that into 2 kills and a nice rail. So once again, ZeRo4 is going to find himself looking and desperate for health. And Rapha is just putting a little bit of pressure with LG.
Yeah, it's
ZeRo4 is crying out.
very good prediction on the health pickup. And this is the thing about this map. You cannot let the situation occur where a player as good as Rapha can run red, mega, yellow. You cannot let it happen. I mean, because ZeRo4 can't take anything.
Yeah, there's no other items on this map. There's no secondary yellow.
It's just some greens.
Yeah, a couple of greens.
And they're kind of out of position, and it's not good. I didn't think it's worth it getting to this situation, but ZeRo4, let's see what he can do. Maybe he can pull out some magic. The ZeRo4 magic.
He's attacking with the machine gun. Not too sure if that was worth the exchange of damage since he got railed, but a direct grenade is going to take Rapha down to 47 points of health. ZeRo4 has the opportunity now to actually take the mega.
Yeah, good stuff. There you go.
Really good stuff. That grenade got him back into this, and we're going to see Rapha now with the diminished stack, and ZeRo4 with 180 and 25.
Most definitely, but 100 armor for Rapha, and that's much more than ZeRo4 could ever get when Rapha was running the dominance. And, whoa, just dodging that rocket was Rapha, and on ZeRo4's pulp we can see him making progress through high towards this red armor. It's the only method of approach he can really count on, but he sustains way too much damage in the process, and now Rapha gets a clean red. And now Rapha has an opportunity of getting all this damage on ZeRo4 as he takes the mega, and he just dies. Yeah. This is looking really bad for ZeRo4. I'm very good for Rapha. I feel like the decision making for ZeRo4 is not super great on Hero Walk so far. But Rapha's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, so far this is what we have seen. Rapha's been really, really solid in knowing when to pick his fights, and he really capitalized on the time when he had full control.
Yeah.
ZeRo4, however, has absolutely no armor to his name, and the mega's going to be up. He cannot challenge for it, but he hits a really nice rocket on Rapha. If he can hit that rail, that would essentially negate the mega, and he does. But Rapha, he's got to be careful of that LG. ZeRo4's a little bit low for comfort. He gets out of there. Yeah,
ZeRo4's got to bank on getting lucky again. I mean, it's more or less the situation because he's got to get the damage output from behind. And it's very hard for him to really bank on any particular fights. Rapha's always going to be in his face when he wants to, just like that. And so ZeRo4 has to make that damage happen straight after a mega / red pickup. I said mega like there was like two G's and an E and an R, like it's really weird. So he's going to make it happen after those pickups directly, and then try to throw away some kills, getting the damage in, and trade that. And try to see if that can give him a strong challenge on the mega. And then once he's taken it, if he gets it cleanly, he can try to start streaking some frags together. And that's kind of where he needs to be at. Yeah, and he's going to need to do that quite soon, because we are past the halfway point. Rapha finds himself in a 10 frag lead. ZeRo4 needs to channel that player that he was in Hectic, because he played really nice, and that's also a small fast map. Yeah. So ZeRo4 definitely has what it takes to bring this back, but Rapha is not giving him an inch. Yeah, he does at least win that mega, but of course Rapha's able to stabilize. And one player to watch for defensive play on this map is, I think, Cypher, because he manages to find this balance, which is just incredibly difficult to do, between being really annoying, getting loads of damage, really out of control, and it's kind of a situation where what ZeRo4 was doing, being really inactive and passive, like Cypher can do that, survive, and actually get damage output, which is so hard to understand how to do, and that's one of the reasons why he's so good. And I can't really explain why or how Cypher does that. I never really looked at it in detail, but I've seen it happen, and that's one of the tricks for Cypher and why he's so feared. Cypher's secret. And that's really one of the things about this map too. If you can do that, it's the optimal thing. And right now Rapha is still just maintaining this lead, and he looks so untouchable. And Rapha does that sometimes. He just, like, if there are these games, like where Rapha really doesn't give anything away. Like
No.
some players will sometimes give something away, but
Yeah,
rare that Rapha like ever does.
Yeah, no. They'd loosen the reins a little bit, you know,
Yeah,
especially if
exactly,
they
yeah.
already have a 14-0 lead. They relax a bit and, you know, maybe don't time everything to the second, so their opponent does get an opportunity to steal some items away. But yeah, exactly. Rapha just stays on form the entire time. Nothing can distract him.
Yeah, it's really a strong thing about Rapha. It basically, it doesn't really tell you about his how good he is as a like his fundamental skills or anything. It tells you about his mindset. It tells you about how strong he is psychologically speaking, because it's that professionalism where I will not give my opponent any chances at all.
Yeah.
I will never do it. I will
Like-
play super solid. I will always play the situation for the optimal way that I can.
If anything, I mean, that's more mechanic than toxic and emotionless.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah. I mean, that is definitely one trait that is obviously very important to champions like Rapha and Toxic.
Most certainly. 2 minutes remaining and it's 20-0, and Rapha once again is going to be in the grand finals against the Hang for a best of 5. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And remember guys, next week we have the spring season finale where the players will be competing. The top 8 players from Europe and the one from America will be competing for that awesome $500, and that's going to be what's on the line. And we're going to have the group stages like last time and so on and so forth. So it's going to be pretty awesome, amazing action between the top 8.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be
American.
watching.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. Yeah, so here we go. What do you have any comments, any things you want to say about what has transpired?
Well, I'm a little surprised that it wasn't closer, but then again, what we have seen from Aerowalk today, it's actually been a blowout almost every map. I mean, Ash playing just amazing every time. So yeah, I'm just surprised that ZeRo4 wasn't able to do more, but Rapha really gave him nothing, and perhaps he just needed to have a little bit of luck on his side in terms of hitting more shots and grenades.
Yeah, it's definitely gone Rapha's way, but the thing is about Rapha is that he is someone that plays for consistency, and I mean, of course, you can see it in his results at tournaments, and due to this, he is, I mean, it's the benefit of having a certain approach to the game where you analyze a lot, because you really figure out how everything works, so you can really build a process. And one of the biggest things about inconsistency is the lack of a process that the players have for their game, from start to finish, from ground to the top. It's like that whole kind of Buddhist thing where like you build like a strong temple, you know, start with strong foundations and all that kind of stuff. It's the same.
Exactly. Rapha makes sure that his fundamentals are perfect before working on anything else, and that's critical.
It is, yep. As any competitor will tell you, that's super important. And we're going to go to a break, guys. When we come back, of course, Rapha is going to be playing against the Hang once again in the grand finals of this cup. It should be a blazing match. So we'll see you soon for that. And tell your friends, bring them over to the stream, and it's going to be good.